They say it takes a village. While my mother was employed as a part-time hustler, my father was oftentimes her number one customer. It's no wonder how I made it without the rest of my family. My Uncle Curtis, he taught me how not to lose my head when standing close to the edge of adversity. He also made sure I wore sneakers when I went outside to play because there was broken glass everywhere. Oh, my Auntie Betty. She said in order to be something, you gotta go through something. So I learned that there's no gain without pain, but I've been feeling this agony since birth. Born into a world of sin, I've been chosen to meet the challenge of wearing this skin on my back. My cousins have always had my back. They taught me a thing or two about standing up for myself. Now, Chuck, he thought I should fight the power by using my intellect. And James was cool, but he didn't play the radio. He said sometimes you gotta literally knock him out. After all, it must be true if his mama said it. Well, I learned that family doesn't always have to be connected by blood. I learned some valuable lessons from my godfather. He said, son, even though it's a man's world, it's gonna be hard for us to get on the good foot while living in America, but you'll make me proud as long as you say it loud. Oh, my brother from another mother. He was just as wise, but he was only a few years older than me. He said, listen to me closely. As a black man, there will always be all eyes on you. But you got to keep your head up during those times when it's just you against the world. Now, you already know how I get around. But I don't want you to perpetuate the cycle of mistreating women just because I called her bitch. Don't you remember what happened to Brenda? Those were the last words he said before he died. Bloodstained sheets. That was the last time I cried. They say it takes a village. Well, my tribe has called Quest their journey to enlightenment. Backpackers by day and marauders by midnight. They wanted us to believe that we come from the low end of greatness, and that's why they be bugging out. Because my life doesn't fit into their scenario. Well, in my neighborhood, there was no jazz in my gardens. Nothing but weeds, thorns, and pesticides. Even our black soil was robbed of its richness. That's why my brother told me to plant my roses in the concrete. Think about that the next time you see a crack in the sidewalk. I blossomed. My roots are strong. Think about me the next time you hear someone say it's just music, because that music is the family that raised me.